afternoon, everyone. My name is Sarah Matz, and I lead communications for the U.S. Chamber Foundation's Corporate Citizenship Center. I'm pleased to open our next segment and the first of our Citizens Awards presentations for this year's program. For those of you who are hearing about the Citizens Awards for the first time, the Chamber Foundation created the program 22 years ago to honor the best in corporate citizenship. In 2019, we started the Corporate Citizenship Hall of Fame as a way of documenting the living history of corporate philanthropy and social responsibility. In our 20+ years of hosting the Citizens Awards, we've had the privilege of honoring hundreds of companies for their extraordinary contributions to the betterment of society. It's brought us great pride to share their remarkable stories, and through our Hall of Fame, place a spotlight on a few of the most exceptional past Citizens Awards winners. Through the power of storytelling, we've been able to inspire others to make a positive impact.
That's right, Sarah. The Corporate Citizenship Hall of Fame commemorates companies for their leaders, employees, and cross-sector partners for their decades-long commitment to solving the world's biggest issues. With each year that passes, we see the private sector step up in unimaginable ways to address both the new and persistent challenges. And no time has this been more evident than through the COVID-19 pandemic. The last year and a half has demonstrated the enormous impact the business leadership has not only for our economic growth, but also for the strength of our communities, both here and abroad. This year, we're honored to induct the newest member into our Hall of Fame, Abbott. For more than 130 years, Abbott's mission to help people live fuller lives through better health has driven everything they do. So much so that they have committed to improving the lives of more than 3 billion people by decade's end. From advancing health equity and designing their products for broader access and affordability, to driving social innovations that lead to more resilient and healthier communities, Abbott is delivering long-term impact in shaping the future of healthcare. Now, Abbott joins a group of leading businesses who are already in the Hall of Fame, including the Citi Foundation, Cisco, DSM North America, Entergy, FedEx, GSK, Merck, and UPS. I can confidently say that these 9 companies are acting as a catalyst for change in every aspect of society and setting an example for the rest of the private sector. I invited Abbott's Chief Marketing and Communications Officer, Melissa Bratz, to join us today so she can tell you a little bit more about their corporate citizenship journey and how they get to where they are today. Melissa, you have so much to be proud of in terms of the way your company has mobilized its resources and expertise to develop solutions to the challenges that our communities face, not just during the pandemic, but for many years prior. Looking back, if you could pick the one thing you're most proud of, what would it be?
At Abbott, we've been working for more than 130 years to help people have better health, and our proudest moment in recent times is our response to COVID-19. Our people from all over the world stepped up to the challenge to quickly adapt and deliver solutions. The result was a dozen different tests to detect COVID, from laboratory-based tests to rapid point-of-care tests used in doctors' offices, clinics, schools, workplaces, and even your home. As important as creating the tests was the ability to produce them at mass scale. We increased our manufacturing capacity, quickly launching 3 new facilities, allowing us to deliver tens of millions of tests every month. To date, we've shipped more than 1 billion tests all over the world. But we didn't stop there. We innovated across our other businesses and partnered with others, supporting frontline workers and communities hit hard by the virus. This included $29 million in cash and product donations across 63 countries. The pandemic demonstrated the power of medical innovation and partnership to help improve the lives of more people in more places. There's enormous pride across Abbott that we were able to contribute in a meaningful and relevant way.
Thanks, Melissa. I'd like to now get your perspective on the future of corporate social responsibility. As we touched on a few minutes ago in our previous session, we've all seen how COVID-19 has transformed every aspect of our lives, including the role of business in society. Looking ahead, what does the future of corporate citizenship look like?
All businesses have important roles to play in addressing the many challenges facing our world. and we each need to do our part in impacting the areas where we have the most influence and unique capabilities. At Abbott, we believe that a sustainable future starts with health. It's the foundation for what we can all achieve in life. It helps societies thrive and fuels successful economies. But looking ahead, the world faces immense health threats, from the devastating impacts of COVID to the major barriers we face in confronting other infectious diseases, chronic conditions like diabetes and cardiovascular disease, and malnutrition. Health systems, workers, and budgets all over the world are overburdened. There are widening gaps in healthcare access and tremendous healthcare inequities all over the world. Something needs to change. Business as usual is not enough. That's why the central strategy of Abbott's 2030 sustainability plan is to design access and affordability into our products at every stage of development to make sure more people can benefit from them. We're also working in partnership with others to break down barriers that prevent people from getting the care they need. Our goal is to impact the lives of 3 billion people every year by 2030. That's 1 billion more than we do today and 1 in 3 people on the planet.
Melissa, thank you for sharing these insights and for all that you and your colleagues at Abbott do. I encourage everyone to learn more about the Hall of Fame and the impact the inductees are making all over the world. Their stories can be found right here in the Business Solves event platform. Once again, congratulations to Abbott.